Hi everybody, welcome to my Facebook Live. Are you one of those people that gets annoyed with yourself when you're eating junk food and you say, oh, I'll just eat a little bit, and you end up eating a lot more than you had planned on eating? Are you one of those people who feels powerless over your cravings for sweets and carbs? Have you ever attempted to give up a food and you did okay for a while, but then you just didn't have the willpower to resist it? We all have problems with food. We turn to food for comfort. We have issues with overeating or not stopping when we feel full. We eat when we're bored. We eat when we're not hungry. What's your problem food? Is it chips and salsa? Is it chocolate? Is it ice cream? Is it cheese doodles? Is it chips and dip? You know what your problem food is. And often these unhealthy eating habits are a result of stored trapped emotions that are in your body. These trapped emotions are triggering your cravings or are causing the annoying eating habits. So hi everybody, I'm Juanita Ecker, certified emotion code and body code practitioner. Today's topic is, do you wish you could give up sweets? Can the emotion code help? Let me ask you, what would it feel like to eliminate a food or a drink that you know is bad for you? If I told you it could be done without you feeling deprived, having to starve yourself, or needing a bunch of willpower, would you believe me? Probably not. Today, I'm going to show you how we can delete the cravings for a food that you have desired your entire life. You're probably thinking, how can I delete a craving for something that I've loved my entire life? Sounds pretty incredible, doesn't it? If this sounds crazy to you, stick around. I'm going to show how to delete the craving for the food within minutes. And when I say delete, it's like hitting delete on your computer. It'll be delete, delete. And once we delete the cravings for that food, you won't desire it, or if you do eat it, it won't taste as good. So if this sounds crazy, stick around. It's going to get crazier. I'm going to use this simple refrigerator magnet and these emotions from the emotion code chart. There are 60 on one side and 100 on the other side. So I have 160 trapped emotions that I'll be dealing with. Okay. I did not invent this. This method was invented by Dr. Bradley Nelson, and he wrote the Emotion Code book. This book came out about 2 years ago, but the method that I'm using is 20 years old. And the book says how to release trapped emotions for abundant health, love, and happiness. Dr. Bradley is a chiropractor, and he discovered that people would come every week for the same issue. And then he began to wonder if there were negative energies, negative trapped emotions that were trapped in the body, causing the symptoms to not go away. And that's exactly what happened. That, yes, there are trapped emotions in the body that can cause imbalances. Tony Robbins wrote the foreword on this book. And the cool thing is I was certified by Dr. Brad, so that's a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see who's here. All right. Dawn Wilcox is here. Hi, Dawn. Cheryl Nelson is here. Now, I worked on Cheryl last week, and we deleted chocolate ice cream for Cheryl. So, Cheryl, if you can type in what's different for you this week? What have you noticed that that has changed for you since we deleted your cravings for chocolate ice cream? If you're here, type your name, say hello so that I can acknowledge you. Janice McLean is here. Annette is here. Great. All right, good. So I'm sure more people will join us in a little bit. So before we get started, let me share a few success stories with you. I worked with a woman who had extreme discomfort in her ankle, her Achilles heel. And it really hurt. It ached. She had it for about 5 weeks. It would throb at night. She came to me, and the first session, we released over 40 trapped emotions. So her pain level was at a 6, and then we got it down to a 2. And then the following week, she came back for a follow-up session, and we got the discomfort down from a 2 to a 0. So it's amazing how the emotion code can work on physical challenges and discomfort you might be having. I worked with a dog. Yes, we can do emotion code on animals. It's a sweet little dog, and she would get so nervous in the car whenever the owner would take her for a ride. And the owner drives from Michigan to Florida every year. So I worked on the dog, and now the dog is fine in the car. She doesn't get nervous. Before, the owner used to have to give her tranquilizers, and now she doesn't have to do that. I love working with animals, so that's one of my passions. I worked with a woman who really was struggling with procrastination and lack of motivation. She wanted to be a dog trainer, and she was enrolled in this program, and she just wasn't motivated to do the work. She kept procrastinating, she kept putting things off, and she came to me because she just didn't know how to overcome these issues. So I'm happy to report she's now a certified dog trainer. We released a lot of the imbalances and the unconscious sabotage that were blocking her from doing the work. So let's see what Cheryl says. Cheryl says her friend Virginia is here with her. So hi, Virginia. Okay, so Cheryl says she now has less cravings for ice cream and also for other sweets. Okay, interesting. All right, good. All right, cool. Anybody else here? All right. Get some water. So think of something sad, scary, or traumatic that happened. It could be yesterday or it could be years ago. And when you think of that event, what emotion comes to mind? Is it grief? Is it fear? Is it disappointment? Is it anger? Write down the emotion and then give it a number from 0 to 10. 0 being it's not there at all, and 10 being it's at the worst. So the fact that you could give this emotion a number means it's still trapped in your body. That's what we call a trapped emotion. It's never been fully processed and released. So here's why you don't want to have a negative vibration. The law of attraction is eavesdropping on the vibes that you are sending out. So think of yourself standing in a big hula hoop, okay? This circle of energy. And whatever's in this circle is the vibe that you are sending out. The law of attraction matches that vibration. When you are having a negative feeling, you are sending a negative vibe. And then the law of attraction responds to that feeling by giving you more of the same. So even if it's on an unconscious level, you might be sending out anger or frustration or disappointment. The law of attraction is going to give you more of it because that's what you're vibrating. So today, it's all about the high vibe zone. The best way to create a high vibe is to get rid of the low vibes. And the best way to be more positive is to become less negative. And why do you want to do that? Because the law of attraction is matching the vibration that you are sending out. So last week, Cheryl was vibrating with cravings for chocolate ice cream. This week, she's not vibrating that anymore. And Cheryl shared with me that she bought an ice cream cone to test. She thought maybe it would just be temporary. But a week later, she bought an ice cream cone, and it didn't taste good at all. The chocolate ice cream just had no taste. So that's what's really cool about this work. So today we're going to work on desserts. I can clear lots of different things, but today's focus is sweet treats and desserts that we desire, that we crave, that we have to have. If you volunteer today, there's no embarrassment. You won't have to reveal any details from your past. I will identify the emotion and delete it within minutes. And the magnet that I use, this refrigerator magnet, once I run it over the governing meridian, it neutralizes the frequency of that emotion. So how does it work? You know the expression, we're all connected. Pretend we're connected like a big internet web or a thread. And before I work with someone, I get that person's permission to access her or his subconscious mind. So it's like their big computer. So her subconscious mind knows everything. It knows what happened. It knows when it happened. It also knows what trapped emotions are causing the food cravings or the annoying food habits. The subconscious knows that. So my job is the mechanical connection, because you can only ask the subconscious yes or no questions. And my skill is finding the correct yes or no answer. So when I do the muscle testing, once I connect with the volunteer today or a client, when I'm working with a client, my body knows that I'm energetically testing for the other person. So I become a proxy for that other person. I will ask her subconscious questions. I'm not guessing at anything. I'm not psychic. Her subconscious mind is telling my subconscious mind when to lock for a yes. So how do I do the muscle testing? I use this ring and ring method. And when my fingers are strong, that means a yes. When my fingers come apart, that means a no. So if I say, my name is Juanita, my fingers are strong. When I say, my name is Sally, my fingers come apart. And once I energetically connect with the volunteer, the muscle testing that I do is for this other person, not for me. My own body kind of like puts itself aside. All right, if you would like to volunteer, today, write down what you would like to get rid of, and you need to be very specific. The reason we need to be specific is you don't want to just say chocolate or sugar, okay? Because so many foods have those items in it. And let's say you're eating chocolate chip cookies and your boyfriend breaks up with you. So now there's a whole set of emotions connected to the chocolate chip cookies. Let's say there's another time you're eating peanut butter cookies and your parents are having an argument in the other room. And maybe you've absorbed some of those negative emotions. So that food has a different set of emotions. So in order for this to be effective, you need to be very specific. Like if you pick a cookie, tell me exactly what kind of cookie you want. Or if it's ice cream, is it, Rocky Road ice cream? Is it chocolate ice cream? Great. So if you want to volunteer, tell me the severity, like on a 0 to 10, 10 being the worst, and 0, it's not there at all. Give me permission to work on you, and tell me what you are feeling or thinking about this particular food. And then when we finish, update me here a few minutes after we do the clearing for you. And if you have the item in your house, go and see if you want to eat it or take a bite and see what it tastes like. Okay, so let's see who wants to volunteer. Annette wants to do vanilla wafer cookies, okay? Let's do Annette first. Vanilla wafer cookies. And what is your intensity, Annette? Do you eat them every day? Do you eat them every week? So let me take a couple minutes here to connect with Annette. Okay, so I have a strong connection. My name is Annette. My name is Juanita. My name is Annette. So now my body is testing for Annette. Annette says it's a 10, that it's a comfort food. Okay, it's a 10. Good. Well, this will be fun to see what we can do for Annette. Let me get some more water here. And Annette, drink some water yourself. It's really important when we do this kind of work that both the practitioner and the client be well hydrated. Okay, so the first group that we eliminate are called trapped emotions. Okay, how many trapped emotions is causing Annette's extreme craving for vanilla wafer cookies? 10 trapped emotions. Okay, is it all in the same row? Yes. Is it odd? 2, 4, 6. Is it all of row 6? Yes. Okay. All right, Annette, here we go. Set the intention to release humiliation, releasing jealousy, releasing longing, releasing lust, releasing overwhelm, releasing pride, releasing shame, releasing shock, releasing unworthy, and releasing worthless. Good. The next group is called absorbed trapped emotions, and we've all had it where we walk into a room and the energy just feels a little off. You can absorb negative emotions from other people, and then they get stuck in your body. So let's see if Annette has any absorbed trapped emotions that are causing her cravings for vanilla wafer cookies. Are there any absorbed trapped emotions? Yes. How many? More than 5? Yes. Less than 10? No. 10? Okay. 10 also trapped emotions. All in the same row? Yes. Odd numbers? Row 1. So I have these emotions, and I'm asking on the left, on the right, is it odd numbers? Is it even numbers? And then eventually I narrow it down to the emotions that are triggering Annette. Okay. Is it odd numbers? Yes. Row 1. Okay. Row 1. So all of row 1. Okay, so now we're going to delete these absorbed trapped emotions. Set the intention to release abandonment, releasing betrayal, releasing forlorn, releasing lost, releasing love unreceived, releasing effort unreceived, heartache, absorbed insecurity, absorbed overjoy, and absorbed vulnerability. Okay. Good. Are there any stress-related emotions that are causing Annette's craving? Yes. How many? More than 5? No. Less than 5? Is it 5? Okay. Stress-related energies? There are 5. They all in the same box? Yes. Odd numbers? 2, 4, 6. A, B. Is it all of B6? Yes. All right, Annette, here we go. Releasing discomfort, embarrassment, non-communication, aimless, and concern. Great. Did we release these for Annette? Yes. Okay. Are there any hidden trapped emotions? Yeah, no. Are there any hidden trapped emotions? No. Okay. Are there any inherited trapped emotions? Just like you can inherit brown hair and brown eyes, we can inherit negative trapped emotions from our parents. And then we're carrying it around. And sometimes people say, I react to this thing just like my mom or just like my dad, maybe because it's a trapped emotion that's been inherited, passed down, and it's triggering you just like it triggered them. Okay, does Annette have any inherited trapped emotions causing her cravings for vanilla wafers? Yes. Okay, how many inherited? Just one. Okay. On the left, odd numbers. Is it 2? Is it 4? Is it 6? Is it pride? Is it shame? Is it shock? Shock. Okay. Did she get it from her mom? No, from her dad. Okay. Set the intention to release inherited shock that Annette got from her dad, was passed on down to her. Inherited shock. Inherited shock. Okay, great. Did we release inherited shock? Yes. Are there any vibrational resonances that are causing Annette's cravings for vanilla wafers? Yes. How many? Less than 5? Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, just one. A vibrational resonance, think of a bell that's ringing, and we can only hear it ring for so long, but it's still ringing. So sometimes we have trapped emotions that haven't been fully processed, and they're sort of, still sort of ringing in our body. So let's see the vibrational resonance for Annette. On the left, yes, odd numbers. Row 1, row 3. Crying, discouragement, rejection, sadness. Okay, any other vibrational resonances? No. We set the intention to get rid of sadness. Okay. Are there any prenatal? A prenatal trapped emotion is sometimes the fetus, as a baby, can either absorb something from one of the parents or feel it themselves. Does Annette have any prenatal trapped emotions that are causing her cravings for vanilla wafer cookies? Yes. Okay. So this means this is something she's had her whole life. How many prenatal? 1? 1? Okay, just one. On the left, odd numbers. Is it 2? Is it 4? Is it 6? Is it pride? Shame? Shock. Okay, so there's shock again. Interesting. Okay, is this Annette's? No. Was it absorbed from the mom? Yes. Okay. Set the intention to release the prenatal trapped emotion of shock that was absorbed from the mom in the womb. Okay. The next group is a compound emotion, and a compound emotion, think of red and yellow, and when you mix them together, they create orange. And so these are two emotions that form a new emotion. Does Annette have any compound emotions that are contributing to her cravings for vanilla wafer cookies? No. Okay. Is there anything else contributing to Annette's vanilla wafer cookies? No. All right. So what was the severity before we started? Was it a 10? Yes. What's Annette's cravings for vanilla wafer cookies now? Less than 10? Yes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yay! Okay, so in about 6 minutes, I deleted Annette's cravings for vanilla wafer cookies. This is crazy. Okay, so how many trapped emotions contributed to Annette's cravings? 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28 trapped emotions that were causing Annette to crave these cookies so that she would eat them every single day. So Annette, if you have some in the house, run and go taste it or see if you want to taste it, and then come back and make a little comment of what has shifted for you. Okay, so let's see who else is here. Barbara is here. Hi, Barbara. Terry McGill is here. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you. Garrett is here. Hello, Garrett. All right. So if you've seen something new today, type yes. Maybe you've seen something new. Maybe it's very weird. Just type yes. Okay. All right. Who else would like to volunteer to have me delete a food item for you? Okay, I spoke to someone who's, I'm not sure if she's on the live, but she told me earlier that she was going to try to be on the live. Her name is Ada, and she wants to delete chocolate cake. Chocolate is a big one because chocolate is in so many different things. So let's delete chocolate cake for Ada. All right, I'm going to disconnect from Annette. My name is Juanita. My name is Annette. My name is Juanita. Okay, so Ada wants to delete chocolate cake. Take a couple minutes to connect to Ada. Okay, my name is Ada. My name is Juanita. My name is Ada. I have a strong connection. What is the severity of Ada's chocolate cake cravings? Is it less than 10? No. Is it a 10? Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do now for Ada in terms of deleting her cravings for chocolate cake. Okay, how many trapped emotions are causing Ada's cravings for chocolate cake? More than 5? Yes. More than 10? Yes. More than 15? Yes. More than 20? Is it 20? More than 20? No. 20 trapped emotions. Okay. Is it 2 rows? Yes. Odd number? Row 2? Okay. Is it all of row 2? Do we need to know more? Is it row 4? Yes, and row 4. All right. Okay, Ada, here we go. Deleting anxiety. Trapped emotion of despair. Disgust. Nervousness. Worry. Failure. Helplessness. Hopelessness. Lack of control. Low self-esteem. Deleting anger. Bitterness. Guilt. Hatred. Resentment. Depression. Frustration. Indecisiveness. Panic. And taken for granted. Did we delete all those trapped emotions for Ada? Yes. Okay. Are there any absorbed trapped emotions? Yes. How many? More than 5? Yes. Are there 10? Yes. More than 10? No. So there's 10 absorbed. B1, B3, B5. Is it all of row 5? Yes. Okay. All right. Row 5. All of these emotions are absorbed for Ada. And it could be absorbed from a parent or from anybody. All right, Ada, here we go. Deleting absorbed blaming, absorbed dread, absorbed fear, absorbed horror, absorbed peeved, absorbed conflict, absorbed creative insecurity, absorbed terror, absorbed unsupported, and absorbed wishy-washy. Okay, did we delete all those absorbed emotions for Ada? Yes, okay. Any stress-related? Any stress-related emotions? Yes, how many? Less than 5? Yes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, just one. Column C, column B, odd numbers, A2, A4, A6. Powerless. We set the intention to release the stress-related energy of powerless. Good. Are there any hidden trapped emotions for Ada? Yes. Okay. How many hidden trapped emotions? Less than 5? Yes. 5 hidden trapped emotions. Are they all in the same box? Yes, on the left. Odd numbers, B1, B3. Okay. Here we go, Ada. Releasing hidden confusion, hidden defensiveness, hidden grief, hidden self-abuse, and hidden stubbornness. Okay. Have we deleted these hidden ones for Ada? Yes, okay. Are there any inherited for Ada? No. Okay, that's good. Any vibrational resonance? Yes. How many? 5. Are they all in the same box? Yes. Okay, on the left, yes. Odd numbers, is it 2? A2. Releasing the vibrational resonance of anxiety. Vibrational resonance despair. Vibrational resonance disgust. Vibrational resonance nervousness. And vibrational resonance of worry. Are there any other prenatal trapped emotions causing Ada's extreme cravings for chocolate cake? No. Are there any compound energies? Yes. All right. How many compound? Just one. Is it depression? Frustration is the first one in the compound. And shock. Okay. Set the intention to release the compound energy of frustration and shock. Okay, Are there any other negative emotions that are causing Ada's cravings for chocolate cake? No. Okay. What was the severity when we started? Was it a 10? Yes. What is it now? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yay. So we took another person to go from a severity of 10 to a 0 in about 6 to 7 minutes. I just love this. Okay. So, how many trapped emotions did we delete for Ada that were contributing to her extreme cravings for chocolate cake? 20, 30, 42 emotions. Wow. That's great. So what you're seeing today is part of a 6-week protocol, a weight loss protocol that I'm offering in a couple weeks. And this weight loss protocol, there are no strict diets that you have to follow. There's no extreme exercise that you have to engage in. We're going to do all the energy work behind the scenes. We're going to work on the mental aspects. So for example, there might be a lot of unconscious sabotage when you're trying to lose weight. Maybe you have a belief that it's not safe to lose weight, or maybe you have a belief that you don't believe you can ever reach your ideal weight. So in the process of the 6 weeks, we're going to delete over 40 negative triggers that are sabotaging your efforts. Okay, so in addition to the mental aspects in the class, each week you'll get to delete 2 food items of your choice, so that's kind of fun. We also add in more vegetables. We delete your resistance to exercise or your resistance to drinking enough water. So for those of you that might be interested in my weight loss class, my website is theshiftingsand.com/new body. And that's the landing page for the class, and you can read all about it. And if you want to register there, you can. Okay, so Ada, if you're watching, come back and make a comment about the chocolate cake. Let me disconnect from Ada. My name is Juanita. My name is Ada. My name is Juanita. Okay. All right, so I can't wait to hear how Ada, what shifts she notices next week. Even if she's not here today, I'm sure she'll message me privately to tell me what's happening with her cravings for chocolate cake, which are no longer there. It's like delete. Okay, so let's see. Annette. Okay, here's the comment from Annette. She says, yay, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. It tastes the same, but there is no joy to eat it. Woo, woohoo. Okay, so that's really cool. So the food tastes the same for her, but she doesn't have the desire. So she lost the desire to eat it, or there's no joy in eating it. So everybody reacts differently, but they end up getting the same results. Okay. Is there anyone else? We have a little bit of time. Is there anyone else that wants to volunteer to have me delete a dessert for them? If you do, type in the chat of what you would like to delete and the severity, and give me permission to work on you. While someone's typing, I'll share a few stories with you. I recently worked with a woman who just couldn't eat dairy. Every time she had ice cream, it negatively reacted with her body, and she would get bloated and gas, but she didn't want to give up the ice cream. So we released a lot of the trapped emotions and imbalances that were causing her body to react that way. Now she can eat the ice cream. I worked with a woman who couldn't find a job she loved. She's a holistic doctor, and she wanted to find a job in her field. There was a lot of unconscious sabotage going on. And it doesn't matter how positive you are, if there are these beliefs that the subconscious has created, it's going to block you from getting whatever you want in life because it's operating off of this belief. So we released a lot of those unconscious beliefs for her, and now she has a job she's excited about. I worked with this man who always reacted with anger. He was one of my favorite clients, and he said, when I would be driving and someone would cut me off, I would swear at them, I would give them the finger. And then also when he was involved in a new relationship, whenever they would fight, it would escalate because he would always react with anger. We worked with him and we were able to release the triggers that were causing him to always react with anger. And then he said to me, you know what, Juanita, I don't do that anymore. I don't get mad at drivers, and now my girlfriend and I, we can talk things out. So this work is amazing, and we can work on so many different challenges that you might be having in your life. You saw what I can do in, less than 10 minutes. So you can imagine what I can do in a 20 or a 30-minute session. We can really get a lot done. We're really focusing on you during that time. So you might be thinking, maybe she can help me with my aching back, or I wonder if she can help me with my stomach issues. So if you're curious of having a session with me, if you go to my website, theshiftingsand.com, you can email me or call me. I make it very easy for you. I send you a checklist, and you can check off the things that you want to work on. We do all the sessions on the phone. I don't need to see you, just like here on the phone with the volunteer. And with my international clients, I use the WhatsApp. So bring a list of what you want to work on, a refrigerator magnet, and some water to drink. Okay, so let's see who is here. Oh, my friend Julian Blake is here. Hi, Julian. Okay, Ada is here. Ada, I did delete your craving for chocolate cake. So if you have some cake, run in the kitchen and take a bite and then tell me what it tastes like, or if you want to eat it. I knew you wanted to do that, so we did that earlier. All right, let's see if there are any other questions or comments. Okay, I think I got everybody. All right, great. So if you saw something today that piqued your interest, just type yes. Thank you for joining me in my Facebook Live today. I hope you learned something. You got to experience what the emotion code is like, and you got to see what it's like and how we can delete cravings for a dessert. What sweet would you like to give up? If you could give up a dessert, if you could wave a magic wand and you wouldn't have the withdrawal symptoms and you would no longer have the cravings, wouldn't that be awesome? So what dessert do you want to get rid of? I would welcome the opportunity to work with you. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.